Now moving on to the next topic, that is while loop. Okay, while loop का syntax is very simple. While the condition is true, that's it. बस Python में ही होता है while loop का syntax. ठीक है. ओके, और इसमें अगेन आपको मैनुअली increment or decrement counters. So if I ask you print all values between 1 to 5 using a while loop, so you'll write I is equal to 1 while I is less than equal to 5, print value of I, and then I plus equal to 1, which simply means I is equal to I plus 1. So if you run this prints all the values. और अगर आपने same line में करना है तो end के आगे हमें space डाल देनी है, so सब एक line print हो जाएगा. And then if you want to go to the next line, so you can just print an empty print और वो next line में आ जाए. ठीक है, that's it. while के अंदर और कुछ भी नहीं है. So while के लिए जो 2-3 हम basic questions करते हैं, so ask the user to input to sum all values until -99 is inputted. So again, we will ask the user to input a number, enter number, and again, like you guys remember, पहले आपने while से पहले भी input लेने, and then इसके बाद भी आपने input लेने. So while the number is not equal to -99, we'll simply add this value in the number. Total हम 0 कर देंगे, like this, and then inside the loop we again have to take the input, otherwise ये आपका infinite loop में चला जाएगा. So you have to just repeat the same line, because if you don't take the input again, यहाँ पे अगर आपने input किया 10, तो infinite times तक 10 ही आपका sum करता जाएगा. And then outside you can just print the value of total. Let's see. So I input 12, 3, -5, and I input -99, and it prints 10. So 12 and 3 is 15, 15 minus 5 is 10. Works fine. Then we have functions and procedures. ठीक है, इसमें और कुछ भी नहीं. So functions and procedures भी खत्म कर लेते हैं अभी. Very simple. Python में functions and procedures इनकी हम इसमें आपस में वो नहीं करते, differentiate नहीं करते. Are written the same way in Python. So if it returns a value, then it's a function. Otherwise, it's a procedure. Okay, very simple. So पहले हमें df लिखते हैं, फिर name लिखते हैं, फिर parameters लिखते हैं, फिर column लिखते हैं, और फिर यहाँ पे आपका code आ जाएगा. That's it. Okay, so अब हम लिखते हैं function write procedure star printer, which will print, which takes number of stars as a parameter and prints them in same line. Okay, so I have to write define def star printer, और यहाँ पे parameter में आपने कोई नाम या count जो भी ना उसके बाद कॉल ना सकेगा, and then you have to indent the code inside, and then we have to just print the stars. So यहाँ पे हम we can do it in just one line. So let's say line is equal to, यहाँ पे star को आप times multiply कर दो, and if you print the line, so it will literally replicate this many stars this many times. Yes, को अगर हम कर देते हैं, maybe let's make it something else, add का sign, number of get dots कर देते हैं. Okay, if I run it, nothing happens because we have to call this. So outside the definition, I will call it by using its name. So it doesn't need to use call and all of that keywords as a Python uses this. So procedure may a function may pseudocode Python may you don't have to do that. So it prints. ठीक, ये एक simple procedure हो गया. Let's say I ask write function that returns if a value that returns true if value is even, otherwise false. Okay, now it's a function that it will have to return something, so you can call it even or odd. There would be a number here, so you'll check if number modulus 2 is equal to 0, then you return 2, else you will return false. And because it is returning a value, just like in pseudocode, we can actually capture it in a variable here. In procedure, we cannot do that. So if I have x is equal to this and I print the value of x, then it will give me none because it's not returning a value, so you cannot catch any value here. And if I do it here, so now it will catch the value, and if I print the value of x, it this, it should be even or odd, and it will bring you false. But false alone is not good enough. There should be some description here. So I can just write if x is true, or you can just call it uh, return value. So if the return value is true, then I will print even value, the even number, else I will just print odd number. Okay, so it says odd number this time, and it says even number. And if I want to call it 3 times, so I can just put this inside the for loop. I will indent it. Okay, rerun it. So we need to take input as well every time. So let's change this to none, and I'll take none as input. Okay. So in enter number 13, it's odd, 12 is even, and 0 is also even, and the loop ends. And with this, the functional procedures are literally done. So Python में सिर्फ इतना सा syntax है, define, name और parameter. And अगर कोई parameters नहीं है तो brackets empty होंगी. So something like this. Much simpler and easier than pseudocode.